Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with another Rory McIlroy PGA Tour live stream number 8. Going to be continuing my progress for between 1.5 and 2 hours today. See how far we get done. Go from there. This is the last stream today, as usual. 2 streams on Thursdays. Friday and Saturday there should be 5 streams a day, as if everything goes to plan. So tune in. It'll be afternoon and night until the AM hours. And Sunday there should be 3. Next week should be mostly a normal week. Wednesday might be a little bit different. That's the only one that may be off. I'll know by sure soon, and when I put the schedule up for the week it'll be correct this time. Gonna make sure everything's locked in place. So we got the EA Charity Invitational. Just gonna play through it anyway just for warming up purposes. Shouldn't take more than a half hour. Achievement wise, we still have quite a few. We're halfway done achieves. We're gonna get like 3 of these stroke play and play now. We'll get all those in one go hopefully. The only thing I have left to do in the season is win the FedEx Cup, and then I'm done with the pro career. Probably won't do much more than complete the first season. I do want to say, if you watch this, please like, sub, check out our other content. If you check it out, leave a like and a comment. Go to thegamersociety.com, vote in our poll. You can also donate on the website. Lastly, join our club on Xbox, the Gamers Society Fan Club. You can check the schedule on the website as well. I'm just going to give a quick rundown. Friday, aka tomorrow, Dishonored 2, 2:30 p.m., Hitman Patient 0, 5 p.m., Sleeping Dogs 8 p.m., Left 4 Dead back-to-back, meaning 2 streams with a break in between, 10:30. On Saturday, we'll have Forza Motorsport 7, open to subs at 12 noon, Little Nightmares DLC at 2:30, Minecraft at 5. If I finish Little Nightmares early, I might move Minecraft up, or make it a 2.5 stream or something like that. We'll see how it goes. Portal 2 on Saturday night, 10:30 p.m. back-to-back sessions.
PGA Tour.
And lastly, Sunday. Damn, this is loud. Lastly, Sunday, PBG 2:30. This game again at 5 p.m. and then Star Wars Battlefront 2 at 8. I'm gonna have to start working on a general plan. I'll let you guys know what I do. I'm hoping to keep this game on as a primary. I might move it to tertiary, meaning 1 time a week starting next week. I'm getting relatively close to done Hitman, and Battlefield I still have a bit of a grind to go. So next week's going to be focused on my main games, plus trying to get 1 or 2 games off my list as quick as possible. Just seems like that's the best option.
This one's looking good.
I'll take it.
Making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Figure put a little bit more power into it and hit it a little bit more straight and work.
Good weekend. A former college #1 makes another birdie. Let's check in on the action at the 15th.
You keep saying I'm college #1, but my character is #1 in the entire league right now, so I don't know what they're talking about.
What are some keys to making something happen down the stretch?
Well, if this is the worst score that they shoot all week, I think that's one of the keys, because this is a position to vault forward from.
I was considering playing Hitman instead of playing this today, but then I decided I might as well take a break from Hitman. It's a really fun game, but the challenges can put a little bit of pressure on you, especially when they're a little bit more difficult. So I figured go from
I think we're going to blame that on the weather.
a little bit tougher game to a little bit easier.
We'll give it another 20.
Seemed like a good idea. Overall though, my overall gaming deal, that was terrible. No. Oh my god, I went straight. You guys see my swing on the bottom right?
Flyer right there, Frank.
It's effing terrible.
I don't know what he called it, but this is way too much.
But we did amazing.
Averted danger right there.
That club has so much forgiveness to let me get away with that.
Back to back.
What I was saying, my primary games, meaning 4 times a week right now, are Dishonored 2, Sleeping Dogs. I suspect Sleeping Dogs should only have another 2 weeks or so, I'm guessing. Dishonored 2 is going to be around for like at least a month or so.
Would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across
let's go for it.
to about 280 yards. So it's very much about
Besides that,
second shot.
Secondary includes Battlefield 1 DLC. Once I finish that, I'll play it bi-weekly with Star Wars as the other game that goes bi-weekly with it.
What did he do at this?
You know, rotate those games each Sunday or something.
A head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green.
Hitman, once I finish, I'm done. I might fill its spot with Call of Duty's DLC, but I think it's all zombies.
Then, didn't you?
So we'll see what I do about that.
That even tried that shot.
Then obviously we have Portal 2 Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, we'll go to Left 4 Dead 2.
Really good shot.
The Portal 2 should go to either Far Cry 5 once the time comes, which will replace Left 4 Dead series as well.
18
or Splinter Cell, depends how long it takes. If it takes like 2 weeks to beat, I mean, there's no reason not to do Splinter Cell. They made Conviction backwards compatible, so. Seems like a pretty safe shot. Let's go for it. A little bit off.
Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time.
He has this for a birdie.
I'm planning to finish off Forza Motorsport 7 and Trackmania Turbo as well.
Now, Rich.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 7th.
2 holes left.
And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
This one just
kind of have a plan for where I plan this channel to be. I think this game's going to get replaced with Backyard Football 2010. Easy 1K gamer score game, and on top of that I can play a season of a game that's a throwback to the original Backyard Sports games for anyone who knows those.
Frank, now the final hole.
I wonder if they're going to have the same characters or how it'll work, but we'll find out once we play it. Just going to get it no matter what. It's 1K gamer score in under 2 hours from what I understand.
If you've got a one-shot lead standing on this tee, somehow you have to avoid those 4 bunkers. 3 down the left, 1 down the right, with a strip of fairway in between.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Tough game.
Can't believe I just did that. That was an easy bird.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the
this one doesn't matter, so no matter what my score is, I'm gonna finish it out.
Piles are fine right now.
Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Balls to get on the green in 2.
Frank, if this were baseball, that would be an upper deck moonshot.
It'd be out of the stands. But not only that, it is in the middle of the fairway. Long, incredibly long and straight.
Tape measure shot.
And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Playing his third here at the par 5. On the
You gotta be
green,
joking.
and a chance for birdie. Standing over this putt.
Got a bird.
On the reed. That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. Frank, we're moving inland.
See how many
now.
holes we gotta play.
7
3 holes
holes,
left, including
405
this
yard
one.
Par 4. What's ahead?
Little dogleg to the right, a couple of bunkers right on the corner of it. So once again, check the breeze and somehow find that fairway.
The wind was like 10 miles per hour. We could probably almost make it onto the
Just a
green with that
beautiful
shot.
drive. They hit it solid and right in the middle.
Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. This has been just a pure display of ball striking all day long. Has not missed a single green, every one in regulation.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
Back to the action here as we get ready to tee off at the par 3 8th.
Yeah, 5 bunkers surround this green that's perched up. The 2 really to avoid, they're on the right side. They're incredibly deep pot bunkers. Should be safely on deck.
Damn, I barely put any spin on it. It took off like
They're playing well.
he was trying to do a burnout on the green.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
There we go.
Frank, we have said it over and over.
Getting through this one pretty quickly.
Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. 1 bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it, it's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right
That
now
cheat
to
sheet
stay out
on
of your
top.
own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Oh, way too much speed.
We move that.
That woman stopped my ball.
He is not
Interference.
going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Then check how many holes we got to play this time. It varies between like 3 or 4 and like 9.
As we step to the tee here at the par 4 second,
4 holes
just
left.
391 yards, but a classic case on links golf where the bunkering here is just so much different than a classic American layout.
And it's also where a change of strategy will certainly help. Remember, the ball's going to run much further here in Scotland than what it will in America. So you can use a shorter club.
Almost as if they designed it like that, so the ball wraps around and aims right towards that other one
With
from the way
2
it's
or 3
seen.
clubs more.
Ready for
Might
a
not be the
second
case,
shot,
but
trying to knock it on the
I
green.
mean, geez.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Seriously?
Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? Just needs to keep
It's telling
it
me to
steady
aim
here.
to the right, but the ball's moving to the right as it goes. So that made no sense on what they were recommending. Literally just saying.
That's his par.
If I hit further right, it would have went even further right, you know?
What are the sort of
the hell?
key decisions that you have to make?
There's 2 bunkers down.
Let's
the
go
left.
for
They're
it.
Not really the issue. They're the
We're gonna
burn
blast the
that's
crap out of it, but
185
we should be
yards.
good.
This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out.
The wind wasn't working so much against us to the side. We'd be a lot better off.
It's going to leave you a short iron in.
We're getting pretty close, though. A little chip.
That club must have melted after that one.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today.
At that short range,
Bogey try.
it goes out like twice the length of the shot. It
This
just
for
rolls.
birdie Came away with par in the previous round.
Such ridiculous. Somewhere like right here seems good and a little bit more power. Nope, I'm doing terrible on the long putts today.
There's an opportunity.
We'll take the par at this point. Let's get off this
Just
hole.
knocking him for a par. And let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect.
Exactly, he said just forget about that one.
It's going to hurt the course.
We're up in the lead anyway, so.
Rich Lerner back at historic Royal Troon with Frank Novola, who's played the Open Championship on 2 occasions here at a golf course that goes back to the late 1800s. This is the first par 5, Frank, on the golf course, and you would think a chance to make a birdie and get that round started.
It certainly is. Dogleg right, 2 bunkers on the left. If you hit the ball a little bit straight, you'll certainly get into those pot bunkers. The one on the right, most people can carry. You carry that, this par 5, more than reachable.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
See. Wow.
What a shot. Almost in. Makeable putt right here. He is currently
Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
on to the 5th hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. There's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about.
It's going to let it roll out a little bit.
But the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to
This would be a great idea.
or carry it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Final round. Hopefully not a very long final round. Hoping like 4 holes. I'm not trying to play 9 here, but you never know.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the
4 holes.
season-long race
15,
for
16,
the
17,
FedEx
18.
Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational.
get a measure on that one? That's enormous.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. This is a 9-footer. Score that a birdie. Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542 yards it would be reachable, but the burn that cuts across really limits the tee shot to about 280 yards. So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance for your third.
In the 1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, you played with Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. What did he do at this 16th hole?
He hit a driver for his second shot into a head breeze from about 270 yards. Managed to get it on the green, then knocked it in from about 45 feet for eagle.
You knew he was something special back then, didn't you?
Yeah, he was the only one that even tried that shot.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Birdie.
Putting on a show this tournament.
Well, we're killing this tournament. I don't think we have to worry too much about any of these people catching up.
Right now, the final hole here at Royal Troon.
Last hole, we're negative 15. Everyone else is already on 18 as well or completed it.
The claret jug, it really does.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Ooh, that is long. Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of the club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
To win the Charity Invitational. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a tremendous week of golf. And that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself, too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.
Trying to get paid. FedEx Cup playoffs to start next week. FedEx Cup playoffs set to begin at. So FedEx Cup playoffs set to start next week at the Pittsburgh Invitational. Ricky Fowler is one of the golfers looking to make a run at the elusive cup. It's going to be Rory, Chicho, and myself. Bring it on. So here are the playoffs. Not really sure how the FedEx Cup playoffs work. It'd be really cool if we get the FedEx Cup done today, though. How does that work? That's my question. So it says the FedEx Cup playoffs are a series of four golf tournaments that determine the season champion on the US-based PGA Tour, and it's played from August to September, end of August, end of September, from what it seems. So the next three events are all FedEx playoff events. You do not need to play them during achievement. Blacker points to winner. Blah blah blah. Let's go ahead and hop in.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways, this golf course always requires the utmost precision.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1.
Apparently I was a +2 going into this.
Well, Frank, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 that I've ever seen or played that doesn't have water. It starts with that tee shot. The whole fairway slopes left to right. Just to get the ball on the fairway, you've got to draw the ball against the slope. The same problem exists with the second and the third shot. I tell you, there's long and long, and that with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up.
Way too much speed.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
Settles in over the putt.
Wow. Okay, we got a game. We got it. You want to roll it as far out as you can.
Really?
This hole sucks.
She's
For real,
an
for real.
awkward length.
Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament. With the bogey, falls to 2 over.
Not restarting over that. I'm really not.
Let's
just try to break even with the 2 holes left.
Has not been a banner day for our featured player, Frank, but it is only the first round.
You always got to try and get something out of your round, even if it's something to work on for tomorrow.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
Second shot.
Still reading the putt. The game can't even figure it out. Wow. The game's just working to F me over right now. It's not even a joke. You gotta be kidding me. You're not gonna read the putt.
It shouldn't be a problem.
And each of these effing holes, the ball just rolls like a mile and a half down.
Here, but not a formality either.
Kind of annoying. Gonna hit it. Alright, that's when we officially do this. First time I had to do it in a while. We had to close the game out because if we quit in game, we forfeit that round, and I'm not trying to do that. We had to restart that round. We can't be butchering it like that and wonder why we get screwed on the final achieve of the career. We gotta make sure we do this properly.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
From what I understand, we can technically possibly just forfeit some of these and still play in the FedEx Cup, and I'm almost considering it. But let's continue. Overall, by the way, it seems we'll finish the FedEx Cup this weekend, and then we can hop into that play 4. I think I have to play as all 4 characters for an entire 18 holes, which sounds ridiculous as shit. But I guess we can do it. I mean, won't be impossible. Just it'll be a lot of. It'll be like playing 4 entire matches at the same course, with a different character each time, but all in one go. I don't know if that means I have 4 times the chance to get a hole in one or this or that. So if that counts, it works for me. I mean, we'll knock out a few side achieves while we're doing it.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational.
Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Why is it rolling so much? Gosh damn it, Rory McIlroy game.
Why would you want it to roll?
It like rolls at like 100 miles per hour when it really should not. It just shouldn't. It doesn't make any logical sense. I'm gonna put it like right here because it's gonna bounce out anyway. And of course we missed by a damage. Literally. Well, except the damn par. Let's just continue on. I'm starting to dread playing on this course though. It's the worst match I've had in a while. We need like 3 birdies in a row now.
It's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest part.
I'm looking forward to playing a lot of games this weekend.
It starts with that tee
Because
shot.
next weekend back to
The whole
normal.
fairway slopes left to right just to get the ball on the fairway. You've got to draw the ball against the slope. The same problem exists with the second and the third shot.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Down, little Sheba, down!
I should put a lot more backspin on it. I knew it.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this live.
On the green.
Look how it just starts rolling sideways from like a dead stop almost.
Now over the putt.
Put it a little further like that. And aim a little bit more straight. Are you kidding me? The curve was worse with more power, which makes no sense. I just want to let you know, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. There was no logic to that. If you're adding more power, it's going to go more direct. It's called simple fact. Makes no fucking sense. Excuse the language. Wow, what is the game doing today?
Let's pick up the action.
This hole's shit. Well, this whole course has been shit so far.
Mindset this late in the first round.
Watch, it's going to roll like a mile and a half, even though I put like barely any backspin on it.
And you've also got to figure out what's gone wrong. Little trip to the range.
Yeah, we finally got a decent landing. Maybe we'll actually put it in, but seems like it's a horrible hill, considering it rolled that way.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Yep, that sums up this course.
Just pushed.
I don't know who the hell came up with this idea for having it this ridiculous, but
for the round.
I don't consider that awesome. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, you know what?
Amazing how this hole
That's it.
No way.
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that.
I didn't plan to forfeit anything, but screw wasting my time on this invitation, I'll tell you that. I wonder, can I just skip it all and just friggin' save myself the time, just jump right into the FedEx Cup? We've been in such an effing lead that there's no way in hell these people should have the right to pass me with, alright, I'm at 20 wins. Other people are at like 16 or less. So I should be able to lose all 3 and still be at 20. And the closest the next person could be is 19, so I'd still be first in the league. A lot of people I know skipped a lot of these. They skipped the earlier ones, but now I did so well all season that I could pretty much skip the entire playoffs and still be in the FedEx Cup as #1 seed. That's where it matters, though. We need birdies and eagles every hole in the FedEx Cup. I'm hoping it's an actual good course, a good one that I enjoy. Guys, I hate to skip over this stuff. Like, I don't want to disappoint anybody with that. But again, we've streamed this game 8 times. Just trying to get through the season. So my goal now is just get through it, because we still have a lot of other stuff to do in this game. It's not like it's coming to an end. It's definitely not too shabby of a game. It's fun to play through a season. I don't see myself being willing to play through an entire another season though. So we have the Tour Championship now. We gotta make sure we do well here. Let's hop into the first round. So I did amazing all season. I led the leaderboard by such an amount that I was able to skip all of the playoffs and go right to the championship. And I was still in first by a lot. So if you do well enough, you don't have to technically play through everything. I kind of skipped over it because some of them are a little bit tougher courses. And I just didn't want to put myself through the aggravation of some of those putts and stuff like that. Don't remember this course exactly, but I'm pretty certain we should have this one in the bag. As long as people don't start out with a -8.
Sports in association
when
with
we only play a few holes per round. We got a
proudly
-5 and we're playing 4 holes.
of the
So we're going to have to do
FedEx Cup
extremely
playoffs.
well here.
Today it's live opening round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Oh, that's fine.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
And we got a birdie.
So makes the birdie putt, now 1 under for the tournament.
So we're -1 and -4 we can
Here's
get,
another dog
unless
leg
we
to
get a
the
par
left.
5 where we can get an eagle.
Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4.
Just gonna whack it normally, no reason to boost this one.
Is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the whole location. Now our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to get something going here, Frank.
And that green right now must look like the size of a thimble.
We got screwed. Yep.
Well, that one didn't work out. didn't look bad in
Not
the air,
surprised
green,
at all.
but
It
didn't
definitely
sit.
should have went further than the game let
All
me
right, so
put it.
greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with
But
his
apparently
shot,
that's where it
Frank?
landed,
Well, really
and
you
that's
have to
called
look
getting
at the amount of
screwed. So let's
green
go
you've got to
ahead,
play with. You don't have to try
and we're just
fly the
gonna
ball right by the
try
flag.
and
allow it to run. Plus,
put
if
it
you
right
get
up
to
into
run
here,
like
to
a
be
car,
honest.
You never know. It might just go in.
We hit the flag, we'll take a bird. Definitely not what I needed though. Highly recommend you get a birdie, like every hole, if you're going to do well without getting aggravated by the later point. Because you see how he's -5, and somehow he'll be -10 on the next one. And they'll only give you 4 holes again, and then you're expected to somehow pull a miracle out of your butt.
With the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. You get a nice draw.
But here's my chance to kind of redeem myself.
And you can certainly reach.
If we can get an eagle here, that'll be a huge benefit to us. We can make up for that hole.
Then you worry about.
So our goal is going to be to get on that green.
Would you even try and risk carrying it?
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's no snack though.
And I got screwed on the eagle.
Leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anyone.
Take the bird though.
Anytime anybody left it short.
Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
If we end this with a -3,
Nice way to start.
I won't be truly happy, but it'll be good
He's
enough
going to have to hit the same club a lot
to warrant not
harder.
restarting the entire
Just
thing.
hit another one.
If you need to restart, if you're doing bad, just don't exit through the menu, don't forfeit. You literally want to just quit the game at the dash and reopen it up. Just throw that out there right now for people who
Yeah, it's a formality now.
might be like me and get screwed on something.
Wow, I thought he made.
Yep, I'm going to show you exactly how we do it right now. Yeehaw! So this is how you do it. I'm going to go ahead and scrap that video because that was garbage. I don't know why I'm doing so bad here on some of these putts. Last stream I was doing amazing on them. This stream, it just went to shit. All I need to do though is win this one match and we're done. We need to get about a -15, -16 to win from what I understand.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Will give us a slightly better chance to try to do a little bit better on this run here. TGS presents Rory McIlroy PGA Tour FedEx Cup Tour Championship. Complete the season, complete the playoffs. Here we are at the championship. We're first seed. We're at East Lake, Atlanta, Georgia. 2 to 3 mile per hour winds on this current section, and we're doing it in sectionals. I am not doing full 18 holes. So we'll play between 4 and 9 holes per round, from what I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and hop in. Our goal is to get a birdie or eagle on every hole, birdie at minimum. If you get a par here or there, it's okay, but your goal is to get like a -15 or better on your playthrough to somewhat guarantee you'll win. It's not 100% guarantee, but once you're in that range, you're pretty good zone. And obviously, the further you can go down, the better. I played really well through the season. I was up by like 5,000 points on the FedEx Cup list. So there was no way in hell anybody was coming back to come after me. So I skipped all of the playoff matches up to the championship. and I'm still in first by over double the points. So in the end, as long as you do well during the season, you should be okay. And if you're going for all those achievements for the season playthrough, such as the FedEx Cup, the PGA Championship, you're going to have to do well anyway. So
today it's
you should be able to skip some playoff matches, but always check the scoreboard every single time you skip a match to make sure you don't put yourself in a bad situation.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
So we'll see, but let's go for a birdie and then we'll see what we need to get. I wasn't paying attention to the scoreboard
You control your
when it started us.
You win the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. You win it all. You win the $10 million FedEx Cup bonus. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Wow. It's like went around the hole like
He's just
perfectly.
making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie.
You guys up to -5.
Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you have a good chance to attack the hole location.
Definitely not what I wanted to do.
Pays a price for that.
We just flew off. Doesn't mean it's over though by any means.
A bit of force to extract one out of there.
Now our goal is to kind of just make sure we land up around there.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close.
Another bird.
It's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. Third place now.
Finishing out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long. And
The goal here is to get up on the green with 2 shots and try to get an eagle, which would, make a major help if we want to try and match that -5.
If you had a good tee shot, you stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Stop. Oh my god, it's rolling all the way on this side.
And that one lands.
That's my usual luck with these.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
So to be honest, I'm about to hit it like right here because usually it rolls out so much. And of course it misses. I've learned to hate chipping in this game. I really have. I'm not gonna lie. And now it's going to roll halfway across the course.
Well, just to get it on the green from that.
That just aggravates me. That should have been an eagle. There's no question about it. I had made a dumb mistake.
This is that awkward.
See if we can fix it here. If not, then so much for that. Because we're going to end up with a par if we don't make this. And we didn't make it.
You can't leave
Wow.
it short, Frank.
We're on the green,
Especially right in the middle.
and we just mess it up.
Not much to this. The only issue.
We'll take the par and move forward.
Concentration.
I'm not replaying the entire
With authority.
beginning over that, even though that's really a disgrace to my entire championship run.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for
Yeah, screw it, guys. I'm gonna friggin' replay because that's just fucking stupid. There's no reason that I should not have gotten a damn eagle right there. We were basically on the green. Then the friggin' chip sends me halfway across the damn green, which makes no logical sense. I hit it like 2 feet and it rolls out a fucking mile. So Jesus Christ, what is this, Mount Everest on the golf course? This game just pisses me off when it starts pulling this stuff. We had such a decent first match, then we get to the second match, which had some problems, and then I ended up skipping over it because it was the playoffs and I didn't need to do it. And now, the championship, the most important damn thing that I gotta do this entire playthrough of the season is screwing me over by giving other people a much lower number off the start. And I'm not surprised it's not like a -10 on the first damn 18. PGS presents Rory McIlroy PGA Tour FedEx Cup Tour Championship. Played through an entire season, doing extremely well with over double the FedEx Cup points as the next contender. Skipped over the playoffs because I had enough points, and I'm still like double the points of the second place contender. So I'm the #1 seed going into the championship. This is the first round, East Lake, Atlanta, Georgia, 2 to 3 mile/hour winds. And I'm doing it in sections where I only play 4 to like 9 holes per round rather than a full 18, so you end up playing a little bit over 18 by the time you finish all the rounds. In this event, as well as any other achievement attempt, I extremely recommend that you ensure that you get almost birdie or eagle on every opportunity that you can. If it's a par 5, you should always be going for eagle, if not take a birdie, worst case. On anything else, you should always be going for birdie. It is okay to take a few pars here or there. In this championship, I'm guessing the final set will be 9 holes, which means you'll have a decent chance to bring your score up even if you don't do amazing. So, overall, just do your best to stay close to the best score.
In association with the PGA
For instance, there's a -5 on the board already.
The final event.
I do want to say, if you're not doing well, do not continue on, because you don't want to put yourself in a deeper hole, because their scores are only going to go down as you go. They're not going to go up for the most part. And you're going to want a -15 or lower going through this to really get, you know, to a safe level.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
So just, you know, go to dashboard and quit the game. Do not forfeit the match, because then you're just screwing yourself. Or even forfeiting the round.
Up for the big boys now.
I would not forfeit, period. I would just go to your dash. For Xbox, you go here, you would click this with the start button, and you'll go to quit. We're not going to do that because we don't need to right now. But in the event that you need to, that's the safe way to go about it. I'm not sure if it's the same on Xbox or not. I mean PlayStation, what am I saying? I'm on Xbox. But it's just a recommendation.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard.
I feel like the best score is going to be -5 at the end of the first round, and you're only playing 4 holes in the setup I'm using. So they kind of put you in a negative, in a rut right off the start.
Position is paramount here off.
I also don't recommend doing what I did right there, where you do a big hit moment, because you're going to end up in the side, over on the opposite side. There's nothing you can do about it.
In the fairway, have a good chance to attack.
Just way too much power. Yep. Like I expected.
There's no fairway there, only rough.
Luckily, you just mess with this. You want to be very careful here. If you're too far this way, you roll down the hill, and I mean you roll. It ain't no joke. So do your best to give it 100% swing, and you know, keep it relatively close. It's always a good idea to try to hit the flag, because it usually slows your ball down for the most part. And that's really what matters.
Trying to jumpstart. Good birdie right.
To me, this next hole is is extremely important. You want to at least get a birdie on it, but it's your first chance for an eagle. But it's really, really tough to get that eagle.
The first on the golf course. It's the 9th, 600 yards.
Because you're basically gonna have to use a 4-wood to go from here to where we gotta get, or a driver, and you know you have less control over those clubs for sure. Your best friend's going to be backspin when you do that, as well as really try to make sure you think out your putt, because you're going to want to be as close to the hole as humanly possible. Like for instance, I got to use this 4-wood. We're going to whack it. We're going to start putting backspin on it immediately. It's not the best. I probably could have let it roll out a little bit more. But if it does bounce, you are going to have a good time.
Distance.
Probably going to aim like right here and put a good amount of power in. I hope this is good. Not enough power. That's the other thing. I don't like how the game tells you how to put power in and stuff. I won't lie. But let's do that. Take the birdie. Because it shows you the downhill. It's like, yeah, I got that, but I haven't found a true easy way to measure how much additional power you got to put.
Maybe at another title. The former college standout has been.
So those are always just a little bit tougher to read.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. This one measures out to 15 feet. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles.
Yeah, that's just heavily disappointing.
Very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace.
Well, let's just take it and push forward.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Definitely doesn't help my cause at all, because now I'm in a deeper rut than I want to be with a -3.
This is going to be a tough.
If you don't have a -4, -5, I would almost recommend just redoing that, but I'm going to take the chance here. I'm really praying to life. Oh, yep, they go to -6, and then next round they're somehow going to jump to -10. So the demise of your entire season probably begins once you see those scores start happening. And then sometimes it'll actually give you bogeys while simulating, which is not cool at all. Let's continue on in hopes that we can turn this around. The last hole, 9, is where we can make the biggest chunk of change. Especially if it lets us play all 9 holes for the last 9.
In association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Alrighty, let's see what we can do here.
Of the PGA Tour season finale.
I'm going to put it with a 5 and let it roll out a little bit.
Should be safely on deck.
Too much spin. Ruining my chances of birdie here.
Contact and nice result.
Like we have to play 6 holes this time.
Chance for birdie coming up.
Yep. I'm really butchering putting today, guys. I really am. This is
now
extremely disappointing.
Par.
Yeah, little change.
Definitely not the way I should be playing after the season like that.
You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you
take our par, move on. Thank God there's 6 holes here. We need to get literally like a birdie on every single rest of the holes.
On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
Well, when he goes after it like he is,
what disappoints me a little bit is yeah, we're in a predicament.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it.
And I also don't love how the game simulates scores.
Just met longer.
They should be more reasonable with your score. Sometimes they really get you though. I've had like 2 bogeys added on my score before after doing amazing.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah,
see what happens.
This game just looks like fun.
Let it bounce out.
Don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, this is what I'm talking about when this game gets you.
That one about 20 feet away. He'll settle.
And then somehow all the other people are gonna get like eagles on here. I'm really starting to not like this course. These putts are just insane. Somewhere like that. Terrible putt. No surprise. Let's take another par because you know that's really going to help our score.
There'll be no stress for the next one.
He has this.
Excuse any aggravated commentary that may occur, but
simple, solid.
Most of the time,
But one that you
like 80% of the time, it's fun. I don't have to complain at all.
Hole number 8 now, another dog leg left.
But this is one of those matches, of course, that is going to push the limits
Now at the 8th
of everything that you know.
5 yards on this par 4. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
that moved down in the rough.
Wow.
Shot. That is
They should have gave me that. It bounced off the
One
flag.
for the rest of the round.
Give me a break.
so one shot.
Take the birdie, but we still need a -5. And we are doing like 4 holes left or something,
Finishing
right?
out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta.
No,
Georgia.
3 holes left,
Tour
and we need
championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is a 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. You get a nice.
You can stop like right down here.
Walk and bound down there.
I may be able to
Certainly reach
use
the
a
top, even
slightly
600 yards.
higher club.
That's if you had a good
That'll
tee
give me
shot.
a
You
little
straight
bit less
up, and
roll.
You worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Or swing it.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
All right, we should be able to get an eagle here. Did they move the hole, or is it me? I feel like the hole's been moved.
Sitting at 1 under for the round. Wow, and with that eagle, Frank, now only 2 shots back.
There you go, Chichio, making up for your losses a little bit there.
It might be too late.
FedEx Cup drama continuing here at historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting set for the backside. Rich Lerner and Frank Nobilo for EA Sports calling all the action. And we'll take you down now to the 10th hole.
Oh, that was sweet.
See what we can do here. We could probably get a bird.
Trying to zero in now on this approach shot here at the par 4 10th.
Oh, please stop rolling. Gosh dang it.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. This one just requires.
It almost looks like you got to go straight, but you got to put a little bit more power into maybe a little bit to the left. That looks almost where I got to go. Let's just go for it. Wow.
It's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Right.
Are you kidding me?
That hurts.
Just a little tap.
Oh
in
my
here.
God, this game, guys, this game. Makes me want to just
Well, too bad.
smash my Xbox because I don't have it on disc. So I had to smash the whole hard drive to destroy it.
Tour Championship
Like, for
presented
fuck's
by
sake.
Coca-Cola.
Excuse the
Golf
language.
Club continuing. We're at
But,
the
you
11th
know,
hole.
F-bombs are going to be dropped
Hole on the
when
golf
the game
course, under
literally
200
feels like
yards,
it's trying to screw me on the
197
last
yard par 3.
championship of the
Tracking
season.
well. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for